Did you know that the sound that you're choosing within your YouTube Shorts could actually be the difference between you getting stuck at 1,000 views or you getting over 100,000 views? Or maybe you didn't realize that the difference in your video's length versus your competitor's video length, and it could just be a difference of 2 or 3 seconds, is actually the reason that your posts are flopping and their posts aren't flopping. And those two things are just the tip of the iceberg, because the last tip that I'm going to share with you in this video makes the biggest difference in how many views you end up getting on YouTube Shorts. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to skyrocket the views you're getting. In fact, this creator was able to use these tips to gain over 1.3 million subscribers in just a 30-day period. And this creator was able to do the same thing, except they gained over 100,000 subscribers simply by increasing the amount of views that they're getting on YouTube. And if you want to do the same thing, you need to make sure that you're implementing the last tip in this video. Tip number 1 is you need to start crafting your hook and crafting your title in a completely different manner. The way that I see so many small YouTube channels doing it right now is they literally give away the point of the video within the title or within the hook. So why does anybody have any type of reason to watch the rest of the video? If you saw what I just did in this video, I literally hooked you in. I got you interested in the last tip so that you watched the video all the way through to the end, and I made sure that I gave you some immediate value and planted some things in your head that we're going to talk about more later on in this video, and that is why you're going to watch this video for a long period of time. In your YouTube Shorts, you need to be doing the same exact thing. There are essentially 3 different lengths that you should be optimizing for right now on YouTube Shorts. I'm going to share that with you in tip number 3, but what you need to understand is the first one is going to be by far the shortest video. You need to just get straight to the point, do the thing that you're doing. If you're entertaining somebody, they need to be entertained immediately. If you're educating somebody, they need to be educated immediately. The second video length is going to be kind of a medium length, and then the third is going to be the longest video length. But what you need to understand is depending on how long your video is, it should change what the title and what the hook of your video are. Ideally, you're going to be asking a question, or you're going to be invoking curiosity, or you're going to be showing something on the screen that makes a person wonder what on earth is going to happen next. And if you look at the top YouTube Shorts within your niche, I bet that they're doing this. And if you look at your YouTube Shorts that have flopped, I bet that you're not doing this. You're not invoking curiosity in the viewer, and that's why nobody's actually sticking around and wanting to watch your video all the way through to the end. Since nobody's watching all the way through to the end, YouTube doesn't recommend your content to other people. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what length you should be creating your videos and what analytics you need to be paying attention to. But first, I need to make sure that you're not making the mistake of getting copyright claims on your YouTube Shorts, because if you are, it can do 2 things. First, it can decrease the amount of views that you're getting, but secondly, and probably more importantly, it can demonetize your channel now or prevent you from getting monetized in the future. And I don't want you to do all this hard work on YouTube just to finally be able to make some money, to lose it all because you didn't use today's video sponsor, Epidemic Sound. If you go to the pinned comment below, you can sign up for a 30-day free trial on Epidemic Sound today, and guess what? They're going to give you peace of mind around your YouTube channel being monetized and the sounds that you're using, because even if you're using sounds from the YouTube library, they could go in and out of copyright, which means you're going to get a copyright claim, which means that you're going to get a decrease in the amount of views that you're getting or get demonetized. But Epidemic Sound completely solves that. How do they solve that? By offering you copyright-free music. Best of all, you're able to search by the different genres or even the different emotions that you're creating. So if you're trying to make a scary video or an entertaining video, or you want the viewer to get really hooked in, Epidemic Sound makes that incredibly easy. In fact, I've never created a YouTube video without using Epidemic Sound, and I suggest that you do the same if you want peace of mind that your videos will never get a copyright claim and will never get demonetized. So what are you waiting for? Go to the pinned comment below. I use Epidemic Sound, and I strongly suggest that you sign up for a free trial also by going to the pinned comment below and getting started for 30 days for free. But now we need to make sure that you're actually making your content the right length. So there are 3 best lengths to be posting in right now. The first one is 12 to 15 seconds. The second, 24 to 30 seconds. And then finally, 55 to 60 seconds long. Now I need you to understand something. How long you should actually be creating your videos is going to be based off of 2 things. One, the format of your video, but secondly, and most importantly, the topic of your video. If you look up other videos on the topic that you're going to be creating content on, you need to make sure that they're in the length that you create your first video on. And I strongly suggest every time you create a video on YouTube Shorts, you create a 12 to 15 second version, 24 to 30 second version, and a 55 to 60 second version. And there are 2 reasons for this. And before you say, Rob, I can't do that with my type of content, you're wrong. That's why your content isn't working. And that's why you're watching this video right now. And that is why you need to make sure that you try different formats for the same topic and try to make them a different length, because you might stumble upon a thing that completely changes your life. Because let me remind you, you're only 1 post away from changing your life with YouTube Shorts, because you can get millions of subscribers like this creator did and this creator did in just a 30-day period by simply finding the right topic, the right length, and the right format that works. Which is why anytime you have a topic that you know can work on YouTube, YouTube, and will definitely work on YouTube Shorts, that you're trying different formats and trying different lengths so that you can actually find the best one. Because if you think you making one video about how to lose weight and it flopping showed you the best format and the best length, well then you're completely wrong, and honestly, you're doing yourself a disservice. On top of that, you need to be creating several pieces of content on the same topic, because once YouTube realizes, hey, this person's audience is interested in this, guess what ends up happening when you create more content on that? You end up getting more views, you end up getting suggested to more people, you end up getting more subscribers, and ultimately it's going to get you one step closer to monetizing your YouTube channel, or it's going to make you more money on YouTube. Now this brings me to the last point of this video, which is that you need to be actually optimizing for the right analytics. And there are really two analytics that actually matter when it comes to YouTube Shorts. The first one is going to be your swipe rate. You need to be focused on this both channel-wide and on individual posts. You need 80% of people choosing to view your video. If you're not hitting that, your hook's not good enough, your topics aren't good enough, and your title aren't good enough. It doesn't mean that you use the wrong music. It doesn't mean that you use the wrong format. It doesn't mean that you chose the wrong length. It simply means that you're not hooking people in the first 3 seconds, which is by far the most important part of your YouTube short. Because if somebody doesn't watch that, as this analytics shows, they swiped away, never to come back ever again, and YouTube then isn't going to recommend your content, because why would they recommend somebody's content that people aren't interested in, and then they're not going to be happy while they're scrolling on YouTube Shorts. So you need to make sure that you're optimizing for this. Secondly, you need to be optimizing for your average view duration. If you choose one of the first 2 time slots, 12 to 15 seconds or 24 to 30 seconds, then you need to make sure that you're hitting 100% average view duration. If you go above that, you could be aiming for about 85%, but you need to make sure that you're optimizing for this, and there are 2 ways for you to be able to do that. One, making sure that you're adding captions into your content or some kind of dialogue that keeps the viewer engaged. Secondly, making sure that you're changing the clips that you're showing every 3 to 5 seconds. You can do this by adding B-roll, you can do this by changing different clips, you can do this by changing your background, and this is going to keep the viewer engaged, and it's going to skyrocket the amount of views that you're getting. Now, you're probably wondering, Rob, what time should I be posting on YouTube to skyrocket the amount of views that you get? And that's exactly why I created this video right here, which will tell you the 3 best times to post on YouTube and how to find the best time for your specific audience. If that sounds interesting, please, I'll see you over there.